Y and Ahi swapped, and these are the new tribes, 6 and 6. Nikki was the 13th member not chosen to be on a team. This sent her to a one-night exile island, where she has no communication with anybody in the game. Once the next tribe loses and votes someone out, Nikki will fill that role on that team, keeping it 6 versus 6. On the Exile Island beach. Nikki is happy to be on Exile Island. She knows she can't be voted out, and she likes the less stress. Over on the new Ahi beach, people start to talk.
This is in response to the prompts. Basically, I am pretty nervous about this swap, not gonna lie. The people that I trusted most, probably like Micah, Wyatt, and Cameron are on the other side, so I'm not doing the best for myself. I am a little bit nervous because on the one hand, I have Macy and Sammy. They're on my tribe. We kind of had an alliance going. You know, I trust Sammy, but I don't know how much I trust the both of them together. And then on the other side, we have Hunter and Scott, and I don't know if I can trust them or not. I don't know which way to go right now, but I have the options. I think I'm in a good position, but I think as I continue to play this game, I need to pick the right option that will take me the farthest in this game and will at least take me to the merge. I want to make it to the merge. I think once I get there, I'll have the best shot at winning. But I'm a little bit nervous about it, and you also have to think, if we go to Tribal at this first one, then Nikki's going to be replacing whoever comes back. And I'm kind of not sure, like, Hunter has a great relationship with Nikki. Will that jeopardize my game? And it all really depends on whether or not we win this challenge. I feel like we kind of need to. I'm hoping that we just win all these challenges, let the boys go to Tribal, because I feel like they got it on lock over there. They have the majority. I think they're solid for 4 votes. With them taking out the other tribe first, and then just going after Jenna, I think that they honestly got it. And I think by then we'll be merged. So I'm just really hoping that they just throw the challenge to us. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to have to hope that I can make it out of this, choose the right option that takes me to that.
The new tribe is crazy. I got my number 1 with me, and someone, it's 3-3 split. And it seems that, from what Scott is telling me, Macy's on the bottom, meaning hopefully we could flip and, old Y could get the majority.
Hey guys, it's the morning after the tribe swap, and I'm actually feeling surprisingly confident, which I was not expecting. I'm so glad to have Hunter, my literal number 1, because, I can still talk to him. Unfortunately, I can't talk to Frankie or Aiden, which really blows because they are in such a bad spot right now in a minority 4-2. But I don't know. Hunter, AB, and I have all been talking to Xander, and it's possible he could flip to our side. I don't know if he would. But also, Hunter has been talking a lot to Sammy and Xander, so Xander as well as Sammy. And apparently they made a group chat, those 4, so like the original 3 Ahi as well as Hunter, and apparently they're willing to do a 2-2 split on me and AB. If they go through with that, that would be so good for me and for Hunter, because AB, Hunter, and I stick together. It's 3-2-1. Boom, we sent home Sammy. I say Sammy because she's trying to overplay the absolute crap out of Hunter and I. She's saying that I would flip on Hunter or Xavier to save AB, which is so false. I'm not flipping on Hunter. I was looking through everything I'd said with Sammy because Hunter told me that Sammy had said that, and I looked through every single chat I had with Sammy. Nothing even remotely close to that. Not Nikki. Jeez, I feel bad. I was so tight with Nikki, and now, you know, if she's put on that other like if we win tribal, or if we win the challenge, and then she's sent to that other tribe, I'm assuming she's down 4-2 in that situation. I feel terrible for her. I was so close with her. But, I mean, it is what it is. It would have been really great if it was a 3-3 split on both tribes and Ahi was on exile. But that's not how it is, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Today's going to be absolutely insane. See you guys later.
Alliances form on the new Y Beach.
Hearing that there was going to be a tribe swap kind of made me uneasy because this other tribe looks like they're all friends, they look like they're all connected, so I didn't know if we would have the numbers or not, but when the teams were revealed, we had the numbers. Our fire tribe was the majority, 4-2. I had Wyatt with me, I had Cam with me, and these were the two guys that had originally come up to me and made the Power 3 Alliance that wants to go to the end together. And so I was happy to know I at least had them. And then we also had Jenna, who was on our tribe, and even though she didn't really communicate with us, we felt like she was going to vote with us. I'm interested to meet these people to see if I can get any information about what's going on their tribe, if they're at the bottom, if they're at the top, if they want to work with us or not. I'm going to ask all the questions and hopefully get the answers, but we're going to see what happens with this tribe swap. Hopefully all good things are to come.
There was recently a tribe swap. I'm now on the Y. But the Power 3 is still together, which is me, Cameron, and Micah. But we have Jenna, which we're just keeping for a number right now, just to take out the old Y. So I think it's pretty much a line in the sand. There's nothing really that Aiden and Frankie can do. They're going next no matter what.
So, my first thoughts on this tribe. I like them. They seem nice. But I'm worried, obviously, because I'm one of 2 original Y on the team. It's just me and Frankie, and me and Frankie weren't particularly close before. So, I'm a bit concerned that one of us is going to be the first to go. We had a good talk with Cameron, and it seems like he'd be willing to let go of Jenna. And I believe that he would be able to pull over at least one person from his tribe to vote with us. And if that happened, we'd be in a good situation because then we would have me, Frankie, and then Nikki. If we had to go to the first tribal, we'd get Nikki. And then we'd have 3 original Y. And then there's a little silver lining. Which is, this bad boy. So, it's always nice to have an idol. In terms of Nikki being sent to exile, I wish it were me. Honestly, I'd rather be in that situation than this right now. But, it'll be interesting to see, and part of me is hoping that we lose the first tribal, because if we can lose the first... Part of me is hoping that we lose the first immunity, because if we lose the first immunity and then manage to vote out an original Ahi, then we got 3 Y, 3 Ahi, and we have the idol. So, I'd say we're in a pretty good situation if that happens.
This idol hunt is crazy. 1 o'clock happened, we got the clue, and everybody was just balls to the wall. Wyatt found out that the clue is Maori for Red River. Now, you can think Blood versus Water, 1 and 2. I checked everybody from Blood versus Water 1. Not a single thing. Checked all the notable people from Blood versus Water 2. Nobody. Next thinking that in Survivor Australia, there was a flood that caused the camp to be ruined. And not only that, that it was the first medevac. So, River because of the actual flood, and Red because of the blood from Michael Scoopin falling in the fire. Checked every notable person there. Nothing. Then it got to a point where I was just checking every notable Red Tribe person from the history of Survivor. Anybody that I could find their Instagram for. Nothing. Then I had the idea that Red River, Blood River, like thinking that it was blood versus water, but I remembered that I think the Nile is nicknamed the Bloody River. And so, the only 2 seasons that I know of that took place in Africa in the Survivor US is Gabon and Survivor Africa. Checked everybody from Gabon, every notable person from Gabon. Checked Bob, checked Susie, even checked Randy. I don't even think he has an Instagram. Checked Corinne, checked Sugar, checked Ace, checked Kenny. Nothing. And then I checked Africa. Checked T-Bird, checked Lex, checked Big Tom, checked Ethan. Nothing. So I'm convinced somebody has the idol. And that person's probably Xander. So we just had the first tribal. As a tribe. The person who I wanted to go home did go home. But it wasn't the vote split that I was expecting. It was supposed to be a 2 votes for Jenna, 3 votes for Macy, and 3 votes for Madeline. But it was a 4 vote for Madeline, 2 votes for Macy, and 2 votes for Jenna. Now I'm convinced that Macy and Madeline did vote for Jenna. I also know who voted. I know I voted for Madeline, and Micah voted for Macy. I know Jenna voted for Madeline. I've convinced Macy that me and her did vote for Jenna, and she's convinced that Madeline voted her. So there's only 2 people that make sense that I trust. That I don't trust 100% that did flip. Xander, and Wyatt. I'm confident that.
So earlier today, our tribe got a clue for the hidden immunity idol, outside of the fact that it was a comment on some past survivors' Instagram account. And our clue was a phrase in Maori that translated to what we thought was 4 colors. And so we spent a while looking for it for people who had played on 4 seasons or played on 4 different tribes, 4 different colored buffs. And we weren't really getting anywhere, so I decided to look up the translation again. And I figured out that one of the words that we thought meant color, it did mean color, but it also had another translation that meant to reach. So what we thought meant 4 colors could also mean reached 4. So I started thinking, what about some fallen angels? So I started looking at some, but I couldn't really find any. But the light bulb kind of clicked in my head when we had the tribe swap, and I started talking to Cameron, and he told me their hidden immunity idol clue, which was Red River. And that kind of got me thinking, Red River, blood versus water. So I decided, hey, why not check out Tina Wesson? And I did. I scrolled down a couple posts, and here she is. So we got a nice little immunity idol, and that's really good in the situation that I'm in right now. I can't even begin to describe how amazing it is to have that feeling right now. I just hope I use it right. So, fingers crossed. Here's hoping that me and Frankie can pull off something great.
I was predicting a tribe swap soon, whether it would be before the last tribal council or before the next one. I was expecting it. As of right now, I love my tribe. We seem like a pretty strong tribe. We got arguably the 3 strongest guys from our original tribe, and we probably have one of the strongest guys from their tribe. I zoomed with them for a long time tonight, They seem like really cool guys. I genuinely want to work with them, but when it comes to this game, I feel like it's just better for my game and everyone else's game to, sorry about the cat, to stick together and split the votes just in case of an idol and get them out of here. I'm not really concerned about Nikki coming back either. If we do vote off Frankie, which is right now the target, she'll just be right after him. There's not much I can say else about that. We were talking about throwing a challenge. Me, Micah, and Wyatt. Wyatt seemed for it. Michael was completely against it, and I was like, whatever you guys want to do, I'll do. Well, I'm 100% wanting to throw the challenge. Just flat out, I don't mind throwing a challenge. I do trust the three guys, and I trust Jenna enough to vote wherever I say she votes. She doesn't really want to play the game anymore, so, I mean, I'm going to take advantage of that as much as possible. So, yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to throw a challenge and not have it not backfire to keep Sammy and them safe. But, I mean, it's the game. I'm really excited. I think the Power 3 are going to be a pretty dominant alliance until the merge. We're in control of our tribe. So, I feel like, personally, I have gotten really lucky with the swap. Unlike the other tribe. My heart's good about them. Really worried for Sammy. If Macy went, I really wouldn't care. If Xander went, I really wouldn't care. I mean, if he does have the idol, good riddance. Go out with him. The only person I'm worried about is Sammy, so good luck to them.
Welcome to the challenge, new swapped tribes. Y and Ahi, come on in. This challenge is called Island Investor. Before this challenge begins, each tribe must pick 5 items from the list below. Discuss why you want to pick these items. Go. Ahi decides they are going to be picking the items that would help them survive the most. Cameron suggests that they pick items that are the cheapest to find, and Micah decides to go for essentials. Essentially, you have to find the cheapest version of your items as you can. You have 30 minutes. The cheapest team wins. Get ready and go. Figure it out, teams. Y and Ahi struggle and succeed. Here are the final prices. One tribe has a total of $8.35, and the winning tribe has a total of $5.90. The winning tribe is Ahi. Ahi, congratulations. You did not have to go to tribal council tonight. Why? You guys do, and Nikki will join your team. On the losing beach, strategy sets in as they figure out who is going home tonight. The strong 3 from the original Ahi tribe, Cameron, Micah, and Wyatt, gather together to discuss who is going home. They know they have Jenna as a vote, which is 4 original Ahi versus 2 original Y, Frankie and Aiden. After discussions with Aiden and discussions with each other, they decide that Frankie is the biggest threat, and Aiden can confirm that Frankie does not have an idol. Tonight, the strong 3 are confident in their votes for Frankie. Cameron asks if they need to split the votes. Micah and Wyatt both agree that Frankie can be a solid, full vote out.
So right now, me and Frankie have a plan. Our goal is to use the idol to our advantage, obviously. What we're going to do is we've told Jenna that her tribe wants her out, which is true. They do. But our plan is basically I'm going to make Frankie seem like the worst guy. Like, we need to get him out. Like, I'm going with Ahi. And hopefully they decide to put all the votes on him. and then I play the idol on him, and we take out Wyatt.
New Y, welcome to Tribal Council. Fire represents your life. Welcome to Tribal Council, everyone. This is the first Tribal Council with our new tribes. This is the new Y tribe. We have 3 of the 6 people joining us on the Zoom. Y is unable to make it. Frankie is inactive as of right now. Hopefully he comes back before the voting begins. And Jenna, who has not been able to join us for a Zoom yet. How are you feeling, you 3 guys, before I kick off with some questions?
Oh, great.
Pretty good, yeah.
I'm enjoying the tribe.
Out of the 3 of you, 2 of you were original Ahi and 1 of you was original Y. Aiden, how does it feel being one of the original Y on the new Y tribe?
I mean, it's it's a little daunting coming in down 4-2 in numbers. You know, it's scary, but I feel good about the position that I've put myself in. So,
do you think, Cameron? Do you think that old tribe lines existed after socialization started amongst people from the new tribe?
On this tribe, no, there's no way. We the 4 of us accepted Aiden and Frankie, I'm sorry, with open arms. We me and Frankie and Aiden Zoomed for about an hour last night, I would say, and I got to know both of them really well. They seem like great people. Yeah, as on this tribe, definitely not. Where it's not one tribe versus another.
Okay, so if that's true, Micah, does this idea of one tribe versus another not being in existence, does it affect how you play the game in regards to people you were with on an old tribe over there? Does it matter that there are people from old Ahi on another tribe, or are you on a new tribe and nothing over there matters?
We definitely missed some of the people on our old tribe, but like Cameron said, we've accepted Frankie and Aiden. They're really cool guys. They even said that they're on the bottom. So, I mean, they're open to working with us and we're open to working with them because these are the cards that we've been dealt. So I'm going to be interested to see how things go, come emerge possibly.
Yeah, so Aiden, normally when you're on the bottom in a tribe swap, or even when you join the merge and you're on the bottom, you have to find cracks to fit into. But because of the small numbers, are there no cracks because of the openness and socialization amongst the old Ahi? Do cracks exist at all, or is it just you're a tribe now?
It's pretty tough. I'll be honest. I think the fact that, I'm not spending 24 hours a day with these people definitely hurts. In this game, it's much easier to censor what you say over Snapchat. So, if they're about to say something and they're like, maybe that's not the best idea, they can delete a chat or they can delete what they were about to say. So finding cracks in this situation is definitely harder than I would have expected.
Cameron, Aiden mentioned something about deleting chats. This idea of virtual survivor, it creates so many limitations, but also opens up and invites new ways of viewing people's responses and how things work. You can delete a chat. Does that raise red flags? Does taking a screenshot of a chat, does that lose trust? There are things that can happen virtually that you can't do in real life if you were on Survivor. How does that shape the way you play this game?
Well, just like in this game in actual Survivor, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, even if it's over a screen and you can't see the people's emotions. But you just have to pick up on like the vibes that people send to you. Like they say on day 1, I'm feeling great vibes from this person, but all of a sudden that changes next 2 or 3 days. That raises red flags. When it comes to like screenshots, I mean, you can already save the chat as it is. So I mean, I don't see the point of taking screenshots. So I mean,
yeah. Well, before we start the votes, I just want to ask you, Micah, does tonight's vote scare you? Do you feel like there's confidence, or are you in a happy middle?
I don't want to say I have confidence because you can never really be 100% confident with votes like these. But I'm feeling good about the conversations that I've had and the people that I've talked to, and I think I know how the vote's going to go tonight, but we shall see.
All right. Any other questions before I throw the voting out to everybody on the tribe?
Yeah, can I say one thing?
Absolutely.
I know we said there's no tribal lines on this tribe, and no matter what happens, there's still no tribal lines. This isn't about us versus them. It's about trying to figure out the group that I can move forward with going into a merge and later on in the game.
All right. Any other comments on that or comments in general? All right. Well, I'm going to throw the voting out for everyone who has not voted yet. Me all right?
Gotcha.
100%.
Beautiful. All right. So there will be a piece of parchment that says no vote on it. And that is Frankie's vote because Frankie did not vote. It will count as nothing, which means that your tribe only had 5 votes submitted. So now, to start this off, I'm going to open up my phone so I can make sure that everything's being posted on the tribal chat. We're going to start this off. I have the votes here in the urn. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Nick,
Yes?
this might be one of the stupidest moves in Survivor, but I do have an idol. And I'm not going to play it for myself. I'm playing it for Frankie.
That is a hidden immunity idol, which means that all votes toward Frankie will not count. I'm going to let that update 1 second in the chat so anybody who's not on the Zoom can see that, which also allows time for any idols to be played if need be. All right. Chat is updated. Without further ado, I will read the votes. I can't read them if I have it in my hand. The first is a no vote, which was what Frankie cast. First vote, Frankie, does not count. The second vote, Frankie, does not count. Frankie, does not count. Frankie, does not count. One vote left. Last vote, and the 4th member of Virtual Survivor eliminated is Cameron.
Much love, no hate. Great play.
I'm sorry, man. It was nothing personal.
No problem. Great play. Much respect. Good luck to everybody in the game.
It was,
Cameron, you have been idled out. Would you like any last words?
Can I ask Aiden where it was?
oh yeah, you actually were the person who helped me find it. I would have found it. You told me your clue was Red River and you were thinking blood versus water. So I checked Tina Wesson, who was the fallen angel of Blood vs. Water.
Wow.
And it was there.
I thought I checked her Instagram completely. Wow.
Cameron, thank you so much for playing. Everyone else?
No problem. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. I will contact you with a little bit of exit information. I will end the Zoom now. I appreciate everything. We'll have the next challenge at 8 o'clock tonight.
I knew I should have trusted my gut. I thought one of them had the idol, and I knew I should have voted Aiden or Jenna. Oh, I'm gonna be kicking myself out for about that one for a long time. Yeah, I mean, any future players that play this game, always trust your gut. Don't do something because you think that's what the Alliance should do. Do it because you think you should do it. But, I mean, hey, what you gonna do about that? Anyway, I mean, now that I'm gone, who's the eye candy? I mean, obviously no one else. I mean, Mike is kind of cute, but you don't have this anymore. Where's the entertainment? There's none. None whatsoever. They're all losers anyway.